GoPro on. Zipped up. Shades on. Yeah, at this point, the way I'm feeling, I'm not going to worry so much about that wind anymore. Pretty darn warm. Okay. Any time of the year that I ride on this road, I love it. Or if I run on it, because I have run on it from home when I was training for that damn marathon a couple times. Finally got one of them, not the Chicago Marathon. Did a nice little quiet one up in Wisconsin, a Rails to Trails up in Norwalk. Trying to find my pedal with my 20-year-old shoes here that are wearing out. So my riding total, my total riding mileage won't be down much from last year. But, another nest. But, my running mileage is half because of my foot. My lifting was great until my groin. And I think that groin happened from deadlifting. I mean, I'm benching, I was squatting, but it wasn't getting better, and it's not getting better. So I'm not running for two reasons. Foot and groin. Hey, Wani. He's got a foot and a groin. He'll be fine. That's me, foot and groin. And right now I got a hand. Freak accident. Mid-50s. Should have been healed. It's not. Yeah, we're talking about the depression that the U.S. is coming out of. They didn't want to call it the Great Depression #2, so they called it the Great Recession. Because it didn't meet the historical terms. I'll tell you what. There's those soup lines out there. Guys, there's lots of homeless people out there, folks. I'm also a capitalist. I like to make profit. I like to make investments and watch them grow. So I'm also pro-business. But I'm also pro-fair wage. I don't think executives need to make that kind of money. Nice scarps. Working hard. just messing with my computer. So there's this guy out there in New York. I think I've mentioned him before. He's one of those vloggers, kind of like what I'm doing. But I think he wants to make a career out of it. But I don't know. But I like him because he rides through New York. I mean, when somebody lets him go by in his lane, he's really cool. He's very courteous. He says thank you. But on the other hand, and I can understand, you know, like drivers, I guess, got to be trained. These New York riders, a lot of them aren't afraid. And, you know, he calls them, you know, some pretty severe names. He's 23, 24 years old. So, you know, he's still a little bit of a hothead. He's a young guy. I mean, I am too. I'm really careful not to use a lot of derogatory terms when I'm riding and vlogging. But you know, I feel the way he does too. I mean, you're on a bicycle, for crying out loud, you know. But he gives it to the pedestrians too, because a lot of them don't pay attention. But that's a two-way street. There's a lot of cyclists that are jerks. You know, they speed and they get bike rage. There's bike rage, you know, and I know runners get runner's rage. You know, some people are just ragey type of people. You know, they can't handle it. It's got to be their way. You know, that's why some adapt and some don't. And that's why we have a society of all those types of people. You know, you're raging, dude, I'll give you your space. If you continue to rage, then you know what? I'm going to get in your face. Shit. Enough. That's just the way I look at it. That's how I handle the road rage. Like, people give me shit. All right, like, say I accidentally cut somebody off. It happens. I've done it. All right, they give me shit. I don't give them shit back. I don't try to cut them back off. You know. Or if somebody does it to me. They drift in or they saw me off. All right, okay, the guy saw me off. Big deal. Here, I'll live to drive another day. Cool. You know. Go screw yourself. So I'm 27 miles away for 2,600 for the year, calendar year. You know, January 1st till now, January 1st. On this particular odometer, with this particular battery in it, started the year at 662 miles. Last year I rode just a tad over 2,700. I don't know how late in the season I rode into last year, but I think it was pretty late in the season. But I didn't, it wasn't my primary source of cardio. Getting on my damn feet and running was my cardio. I had 3 really great months of the year last year running. like 50 plus miles per month, and that's strong for me. Morning. Lakewood Forest Preserve. So I haven't squatted since New York. That's when I picked up this groin injury, a couple weeks before New York. Which was early September, like middle of August. Man, my lifting was going great. I mean, I was squatting. I've got it written down. I believe I had done a set of 7 with 245. I was weighing in at about 130, 128, 32. Strong. Deading good, not a lot. And then one day I just kind of went overboard. Not overboard, but I must have. May have been rambunctious. And I hurt myself. I don't remember hurting my foot though. That's getting close to a year. The groin, I know when it started. All right. Again, huge difference between trails here, Cook County, Lake County. A lot of them are limestone. City of Chicago, they're paved trail. But these are not parks. Like in the city of New York, city of Chicago has parks. These are what we call forest preserve. They really don't have anything but a trail, and you can't really do anything else but just step on the trail. Some of them, as you get closer to the city of Chicago, have groves that are grass that you're allowed to step on. But for the most part, you are not allowed to go off these trails. And I'm cool with that. Those are good rules. You can't pick up anything. Like a lot of Greek people back in the day, before they were so strict, you know, you'd see them in the springtime in the forest preserves, and they would be collecting the grape leaves, you know, because here we have wild grapes, you know, and the preserves are full of wild vines, and they are wild grapes, and they're very good for the Armenians cook them. They call them dolma, we call them dolmadas. One of our traditional feasts. Also dandelions and other horta greens, like the rapini, the wild rapinis, the wild vlita, which some people call the vlita, they call it, it's a Chinese like lettuce or something they call it, I don't know. So now, you know, those folks, they can't pick them. You know, they get fined. They don't know any better. They go in the village, up in the mountains in Greece. Nobody says anything. You pick whatever you want. You know, there's plenty for everybody. But here, they're strict. You just can't, you know, take stuff out of the forest preserve. You can't take any twigs. Say you want firewood. Well, back in the day, anybody, you know, you walk through, oh, you know what, here's some good. We'll make a campfire. Now you can't do that anymore. That'll put you in jail. Go ahead, murder someone. You might be able to get out of that. You pick greens, or grape leaves, or you pick up a stick and burn it. Huh. It's like you try to blow up planet Earth with a atomic bomb. You're an environmental terrorist. Some really good hills in this preserve. Backpackers, hikers, really cool. Bye guys. Still got my mustache. A week past November. I am going to get rid of it. And shave it off. Just like to let people know about that prostate awareness. And guys and gals, those colonoscopies, oh my God, they suck. You know, I had a polyp. I got it done a year later, I believe. My first one, I was 51.